Have you ever felt stuck? Like you're running in place, pushing against a wall that just won't move? We all know that feeling. The late nights studying, the early mornings at the gym, the frustration of learning a new skill. We crave comfort, we seek the easy path, and we wonder why progress feels so slow, so painful. We often think that a life without resistance, a life of pure ease, is the ideal. But what if that's wrong? What if the struggle itself is the point? What if the very things we try to avoid are the keys to becoming who we are meant to be? This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a profound idea from one of history's most challenging philosophers, Friedrich Nietzsche. He wasn't just talking about building muscle or passing an exam. He was talking about forging your very soul. He called this idea self-overcoming. It's the constant process of pushing beyond your current limits, not for anyone else, but for yourself. For Nietzsche, a human being isn't a finished product. We are a bridge, not a destination. We are always in a state of becoming. The goal of life isn't to find a comfortable resting place, but to constantly build ourselves into something stronger, wiser, and more capable. Think of it like this. An archer doesn't become great by shooting at a target 5 feet away. They become great by pulling the bowstring back with tension, feeling the resistance in their arms and aiming for a target that is difficult to hit. The tension is what gives the arrow its power and its flight. Without that resistance, the arrow goes nowhere. Our lives are the same. The struggles we face, the challenges that test our patience, the moments of doubt and failure, these are the tension on our own bowstring. They are not signs that we should quit. They are the very forces that propel us forward. Nietzsche believed that we grow not in spite of suffering, but because of it. He famously wrote, "That which does not kill me makes me stronger." This isn't just a cool phrase to put on a poster. It's a deep psychological truth. When you face a setback and choose to get back up, you are not the same person who fell down. You have integrated the lesson. You have proven to yourself that you are resilient. This process of overcoming builds an inner strength that comfort can never provide. Let's make this real. Imagine someone who wants to run a marathon. On day one, they can barely run a mile. Their lungs burn, their legs ache. Easy thing to do would be to go back home, sit on the couch, and decide that running just isn't for them. Comfort is calling. But instead, they rest, and the next day they go out again. They push a little further. They feel the same pain, the same resistance, but this time, they know they can survive it. Week after week, they add a little more distance, a little more speed. You're constantly at war with the part of themselves that wants to quit, the part that whispers, "This is too hard. Why are you doing this?" This internal battle is the heart of self-overcoming. It's not about defeating an external enemy. It's about mastering yourself. It's about the will to power, which Nietzsche didn't mean as dominating others, but as the power to command oneself. To choose discipline over distraction. To choose the long-term goal over the short-term pleasure. The marathon runner, crossing the finish line months later, hasn't just accomplished a physical feat. They have transformed their character. They have proven that their will is stronger than their discomfort. They have overcome the self that said, "I can't." This applies to everything. The artist staring at a blank canvas feels resistance. The fear of not being good enough. The frustration of the hand not creating what the mind sees. To overcome this, they must paint anyway, must make mistakes, create bad art, and keep going until something beautiful emerges. Through this struggle, they don't just become a better artist, become a more courageous person. The same goes for our emotional lives. When we go through heartbreak or loss, our first instinct is to numb the pain, to distract ourselves, to pretend it isn't happening. But self-overcoming asks us to face that pain, to sit with it, understand it, and learn from it. It is in the depths of sorrow that we can discover our own capacity for resilience and compassion. By confronting our own darkness, we learn to create our own light. Resisting the temptation to run away from difficult emotions is a profound act of self-mastery. So how do we practice this in our daily lives? It starts with small, intentional choices. Choose the stairs instead of the elevator. Wake up 30 minutes earlier to read a book instead of scrolling on your phone. Have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Pick up the instrument you quit years ago. In each of these moments, you are choosing a small, manageable form of resistance. You're choosing to be the archer, pulling back the bowstring. Each time you choose the harder path, you are casting a vote for a stronger version of yourself. It won't always feel good. In fact, it will often feel uncomfortable. You will fail. You will want to give up. That is part of the process. The goal isn't to never feel resistance. The goal is to keep pushing against it. To see resistance not as a barrier, but as a partner in your own growth. Nietzsche's philosophy isn't a promise of a happy, easy life. It's an invitation to a great one. A life of meaning, strength, and constant self-creation. It's a call to see your life as your greatest work of art. One that you are sculpting every single day through your choices, your struggles, and your triumphs. You are both the marble and the sculptor. The pain of the chisel is what reveals the masterpiece within. So look at your life right now. Look at the challenges you face, the walls you're pushing against. Don't turn away from them. Don't wish them away. They're not your enemies. They're your opportunities. They are the raw material for the person you are becoming. The path to your greatest self is not around the obstacle. It is through it. Ask yourself this question. What resistance are you avoiding in your life right now? And what could you become if you chose to face it? Remember, true growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from struggle. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to rise, to push beyond your limits, and to become stronger than yesterday. If this video inspired you, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more insights into the philosophy of life.